Rise of the Shield Hero, episode 17, recap, go. Two little girls have a cockfight, then everybody celebrates. What did you like?
That's horrible.
So, we rewatched the intro this episode, and I realized one of the reasons why I like the opening credits to this half season so much.
Yeah.
Is because it's rare for, like, intros that are really heavy on spoilers to do the thing that they do in an episode better in the intro than they do in the episode. But at the very end, like, the most spoilery thing in the credits, they do so much better than in the actual show, because in the show there's, like, this is kind of spoilery, but, like, there's a big attack, and Naofumi saves, like, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like where it's just him and the girls protecting themselves.
Yeah.
Like, it's him almost failing and then the girls helping him cast the spell.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that better than what happens in the episode where they do that. Because it's a really good episode, but the intro is way better.
Yeah.
Then another thing that I absolutely love about this episode is at the end, a lot of shows would go for, like, a big full moon shot over the big important conversation. But I like how it's a half moon to show the duality of how things are right, but they're also wrong in the Empress's mind. And she knows, like, she's comfortable with, because she's with a hero and she was raised by a hero, and she thinks it's probably the Shield Hero, but things are still wrong with him. And there's the whole duality of, in her time, things worked well, and they're not working well now.
Yeah.
It's a good use of a half moon. No one uses half moons very well.
Yeah.
This is well done.
No, I liked a lot about this episode.
It's all good. The cockfight's fantastic.
Yes, the fight between Fatoria and Philo. I'm not calling it that.
Damn it!
It was really great. Like, you really get to see...
You get to see what magic the Philolial Queen likes. She's all about shields and big fields of magic and stuff.
Yes. But you also really get to see that moment when Philo stops being just a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And is like, you know what? I don't care what you say. I'm going to get strong enough to protect everybody.
Yeah.
Like, not just her master, but everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very Goku moment.
Also, and I don't know if it looked like when she made her final move, her gloves broke. Because they weren't on her hands when she landed. Yeah,
when she made the final punch,
it shattered her special. So now none of them have, other than Raphtalia still has her mana sword.
Yeah, we still.
Other than that,
we still have the sword hilt. Thank God.
Nothing is surviving this trip.
Well, you know, things happen.
That poor guy, armory guy. It's like, I give them these nice things. And they break 2 of them in a week.
Yeah, I like honestly, the Philolial Queen's magic is so pretty. I like the different colors of everything. Yeah. And then you also have to keep in mind that, like, she casts mist magic on top of all of that. Like, she's just a rave girl. It's awesome.
Yeah. I also love that Melty, after being taken hostage by the Philolial Queen, is just like, you know, I just want to ride. Just give me a ride.
Yeah, that is a really good use of a wish being granted.
Like, congratulations, you get a wishblade. I want to ride on your back.
Well, and you know that it's legitimately important to her because it's the first thing she tells her mom about. Like, she's had her life threatened 3 times. I met the Philolial Queen, Mom!
Yeah. Yeah, that whole scene is just great.
Melty's fantastic.
You really get to see them just be girls for a little bit in this episode.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, it's a big change from Shitty Mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you get Philo gets a crown, and it ends up being a cowlick.
A cowlick.
That she can't get rid of. She tries to pull it out, and it just pooped right back up.
Yeah, that means... I wonder if if the Filial Empress is like Daenerys Targaryen, where she just has like a list of titles that she goes by. She's got 3 crowns. That means she's got at least 3 titles.
Yeah.
You give her a first name, a surname, and then 3 titles. You're halfway to Daenerys. Sorry,
Yeah.
a 10th of the way to Daenerys. Sorry, a 100th of the way to Daenerys. Sorry, I really dislike season 7 and 8 of Game of Thrones.
No, I also like that her crown boosts her abilities.
Yes.
So she's stronger than she was before.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is very important that they get to a dragon hourglass so that they can all level up, because...
Yeah, because they got the power boost while they were at max level, so now it's time to go boost the power boost. And yeah. Huzzah for math. Yay, math. Turns out that if you're a min-max Munchkin lover, that you can identify with Malphame too.
So, yeah. I think that's the end of what we liked.
No, there is one last thing, because I didn't mention it in the last episode. I love how the Filial Empress's main theme is like smooth jazz.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's not quite smooth because it's too excited. It's like hot and bothered jazz. It's like a saxophone masturbating while there's a few other instruments like, we shouldn't be here. This is a solo thing, so we're gonna okay, no, you want us to watch? Alright, okay, we can... But no, it's really good music, and it fits with the fights really well. I don't think we're gonna record another episode after this one.
Probably not.
What did you not like?
You've gone off the rails on me. There's not a whole lot to not like in this episode.
Hey, that's my line.
It's really just a great fight followed by let's have fun and throw Philo a congrats on becoming the next queen.
Yeah.
And now he has 2 future queens on his team.
Yeah, we don't get...
is next to inherit in her line.
Is there anything else we don't like? You said there's not much, so can we go straight into spoilers?
The only thing I really didn't care for was some of the art on the Philos, like when they were all running around, but
sure,
it was just
fair
a
enough.
jolt in art style from like
you've seen too many
the prettiness
3D
of the beginning of the show and the fight with all the colors of her spells going off, and then it's just kind of a hard shift for me.
Okay, well then spoilers.
Okay, spoilers.
So yeah, he gets his second world leader in his party.
Yeah.
Turns out, I just put this together, by the end of the show, he's literally it's him and 3 world leaders. Because Raphtalia is going to be taking over the one country.
Yeah, with the... yeah, he's pretty much just has the next ruling class on his side.
I never put that together until now. That's
why I'm kind of like, I wonder who this green-haired girl is going to be. Like...
Yeah. Well, no, and I've heard so many people, like, the big critique of the show is, like, there's too much politics, there's not enough fighting, like, there's a little too much focus on story, and it's like, yeah, but, like, just wait until you have entire armies fighting each other.
Right.
You're gonna want the princesses on your side.
Exactly.
Like, this show has a really intense endgame if it really goes for it, and I like the ground that they're setting right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's no real heavy spoilers other than that eventually...
I think the only real spoiler is this episode kind of announces that he at some point is going to have to choose whether he's fighting to save the world so he can go home or if he's actually fighting for the people who live there.
Yeah.
And it's going to come down to that choice for the heroes. And where this is kind of the start of him making his decision.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then trying to reconcile with the other heroes so they can make the same decision. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the real spoiler in this episode is, hey, you've seen, what is it, 17 episodes of Naofumi? We're not gonna go kill him to get new heroes, so spoiler alert, he's gonna make happy even with Hitler Youth. Congrats.
Yeah.
Like, that happens by the end of the season.
Yeah.
More or less. Like,
somewhat.
bitches,
I think they're on the way.
Bitch and Trash and Hitler Youth to a lesser extent aren't exactly like big fans of him, but like everyone's more or less on Naofume's side within his own world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's
Alright.
the wrap up on that episode.
Is there a big takeaway to this episode? I could say something awful, but I've said enough, so I don't think I want to elaborate.
Just,
so think of the worst joke I've already made, then make it twice as bad. That's what I was about to say.
If you can prove to be a good person, then it'll make you stronger.
No, that is a good takeaway. That
is kind of the point of the fight, is Philo finds a way to use her convictions as strength to make her stronger against the Fallowheel Queen.
No.
So
I like it.
That's my takeaway.
No, I like it. Doesn't have anything to do with the little girl cockfights.